Hello, I'm Mark Grogan from O'Neill Real Estate, and this is something entirely different. We're talking 2 residences on 16 acres of prime hills land. We're going to run through the facts, and then we're going to dig into the details. Let's break it all down. Now, firstly, I know I said 16 acres, but this is what that actually looks like. There's a little over 300 metres of direct frontage to the Canning River. That's a lot of river, and 16 acres is a lot of space. And on that lot of space is a whole lot of living. We're talking about 2 dwellings. This one, an opulent 7-bedroom, 4-bathroom home plus a study, and this one, a charming 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom home. We're going to see more of these stunning grounds as we go, but for now, can I just say, wow. Over here, we're looking at stables for the horses, an arena, and a whole lot of space for these guys and gals too. Looking at it from the sky, or seeing it from the ground, there is no doubt that this is one of the most extraordinary properties anywhere in the hills. So I reckon now's about the time to dig into some finer details, and if it's finer details you're interested in, there's no finer detail than in this main residence. This is just such a high quality home. From the kitchen and family meals area, we look down the valley and see the river. From here, we go through to this magnificent lounge room. For such an enormous space, it's a remarkably cozy kind of feel happening in here. With the exceptional landscaping around this property, every window looks out at something pretty. But I reckon this is one of my favourites. Now, we could go through every room one at a time, but there's so many, we just run out of internet. So I'll run through the basics. The home has 7 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. It leads through to this awesome granny flat that is so versatile. It's a continuation of the home, so if y'all are just a big family, it's part of the main house. But if you've got some grandparents or anyone who needs their own space, it's a separate private wing of the property. You've pretty much got 3 bedrooms and 1 bathroom down here. It's got its own living space, and it's in the prime spot for making the most of the pool. And you know, of course, it's got a view. We caught a glimpse of the pool already, but this is premium entertaining area. There's big space for everyone to be in the pool or around the pool, and there's no excuse for that piddle-pants kid to wreck the party with a whole bathroom area adjacent to the pool. It's perfect for those big parties outside, and you can avoid the masses passing in and out of the house. As you've gathered by now, no corners have been cut in this place. So that's a bit about the big house, but over here we also have the big shed. This is some huge space. It's around 100 square metres and has a high roller door to fit all your big stuff inside. So now we're going to head over to, we'll call it the cottage. It's bigger than a cottage for sure, but in context of the 600 square metre plus home, it's a cottage. Ain't it quaint? Life in the cottage is no compromise. It's a beautiful space with 2 living areas, 3 bedrooms, and of course, a magnificent view from the sunroom at the front. This really is the ultimate property for multi-generational living. With the 2 homes, it's even both sides of the family multi-generational living. Imagine 2 lots of in-laws all on one property together and you in the middle. Isn't life a dream? And hey, if that idea works for you, but you've got some family feuds going on, work with this idea. This is the original little house from which the whole thing started. Built sometime between the First and Second World Wars, it's reasonably leak-proof, and I reckon you could still make it moderately livable. Do with it what you will, but it's an historic part of the property. I'm sure you don't want the in-laws in it, but check it out. It's really cute. The stables are awesome. All built from Jarrah, there are 6 of them, plus extra shed storage. And down here is a marvellous hen house as well. The rest of this side of the block is very horse friendly, with a huge arena and plenty of paddock space for them to enjoy. You've listened to me tell you this whole story for a few minutes, but now's about the time for a bit of hush. As you can see, you're on one of the most spectacular sites in the whole region. Now, what kid gets to play in this kind of backyard these days? It's the most modern day, olden day lifestyle ever. That's a whole lot of Canning River frontage you're seeing there. It runs within your boundary, and this is the bit you can really enjoy. From a practical perspective, whilst there's all this water, there is also scheme water to both houses too. There's also about 10 kilowatts of solar panels on the roof. By the way, I know it looks like we're miles away from everything, but we're actually close to so much. Just up the hill, we have fantastic award-winning restaurants and cafes. And there's the world-class Araloon golf course nearby. Plus, you can ride into town with the bus stop just around the corner. Down here in this valley, the world that is actually so nearby seems so very far away. So there's only one of these, and it's not going to be back on the market, most likely for many decades. This is the sort of place where a family can grow up, move out, come back, and stay family forever. So that's just a quick glimpse of what this property is all about. Why don't you come with the whole family, have a good tour of this property, and see if this is where your forever begins.